Yeah, that's what they say. What up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, good people? What's happening? Y'all know what time it is. It is Wine Down Wednesday, and we are sitting here and we're about to do this thing because today, as far as I'm concerned, it's a hot topic, but every week is a hot topic.
Sure.
So, with that all being said, we chilling. It's a beautiful day. It has been a wonderful week. It has been
Yeah.
great. The weather has been wonderful. Things going on around the city has been great. Family has been great. So it's Wine
Yeah.
on Wednesday. Welcome. Y'all know how we
Yeah.
do it. Y'all know who I am. I'm Sandy. I'm sitting here with my girl.
Hey, it's Shanice. Y'all know what we do, how we do, what we do. It's Wind Down Wednesday. It's Hump Day. It's the middle of the week, and we are here. We ready to talk about it.
We are ready to talk about it. But in the
Yeah.
meantime, in between time, how your week been, sis?
It's been great. The sun is out, right? It's not
No,
raining. It's not gloomy. It changes your energy. It changes your mood. Like I'm loving it.
me too. As we say, positive in, positive
Positive
out.
out. That's right. So I'm getting my vitamin D right now from this sun. Thank you, Lord.
Yes.
It feels amazing, feels good, it's comfortable out. So I can have this weather all year round.
Me and you. I love this. I love the fall because it's beautiful. It's not hot and it's not cold. It's a little bit of in between. And if it could stay like this year round, hey, got me. Hey, I'm
Fall,
a winner. I'm a winner.
fall's not my season, summer is, but I'm gonna take it because soon it's gonna be freezing cold, it's gonna be raining, snowing, gloomy. So I will take this any day. But my
Oh,
week's been great, so I cannot complain.
this
Another day up, right? Which means God's
exactly.
not done with me. So yeah.
Absolutely. You're absolutely correct. What's going on, Kelly Prather? How are you doing?
Hey Kelly, thanks for
So
tuning
glad to
in.
see that you're still tuning in, listening to us. We hope all is
Yeah,
well. We pray that you and your family is doing
are well.
wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful, and taking care of yourself and being safe out there with the variant and the corona still flying around. So thanks for
sure.
tuning in, Kelly. Thanks for tuning in. So in
Yeah,
the meantime, my week has been wonderful. It's been great.
yeah.
I've been enjoying life. Things have been well. Things are good. Things are going good. Had a couple of meetings today. Just been real busy, but trying not to be too busy. Trying to accomplish some goals and just trying to do a few things. But life is good. God is good. It's all good. The family is good. So
That's
things
what's
are
up.
going well. Planning a little bit here and a little bit there, but not overdoing it. So other than that, it's been a wonderful week. A
Balance.
wonderful week. So it is. It's a balance. I've been balancing a lot of things. So it's good. For me, life is good. God is good. It's all good. Family is good.
Yeah,
I'm good. A
that's
wonderful, wonderful week.
what's
Yes,
up.
Kelly. Yes. Thank you.
Yes,
I'm
bless the
glad
highly favored.
you
Yes,
and your
ma'am.
family. Glad you all are blessed and highly favored. And you are so very welcome. But thanks for tuning in and listening. One of our faithful
That's
viewers
right. That's
every
right.
week. Every week, she's always sharing and chiming in and letting us know that she still loves us, and we definitely love her.
That's her.
So
That's
thanks,
right.
Kelly. Thanks for everything that you've done for Tuck Radio. We appreciate it.
Yes, for certain.
We appreciate it. So down to the nitty gritty of what's
Yeah,
going on, because there's a lot going on. There's a whole lot of things going on.
always.
We have a lot of things going on. So, there go one our number. That's go another number one
Hey,
girl.
what's
What's
up, Carolyn? Thanks for
what's
tuning
going on?
in.
Thanks for tuning in, Carolyn. Another number one viewer. Thanks for tuning
Yes,
in, Carolyn. We about to talk about it, Carolyn. We
listen,
are
it's
about to
about to
talk
go
about it.
all the way down. Okay.
We about to break it all the way down. And my thing is, you know how I am. Some things, I say uh, you may not agree with, but like I said, we're not professionals at this. We just like doing it. We like talking about it. We like bringing you some excitement, some
Yes,
energy, some positivity. So, on that note, you all know what the buzz is in the
in the media.
musical
Yeah,
industry and in the black community. Let's just keep it 100.
that's
Let's
it.
just keep it. Those are two things: the musical industry and in the black community. So the
Yep.
question is: today's question and today's thought and conversation will take place around the R. Kelly,
Kelly.
Mr. R. Kelly. Now,
The
Let's
pisser.
talk about it. Do you think? Well, we already know he's guilty. Now,
Clearly.
if you don't believe that he's guilty, if you don't feel he's guilty, you need to explain to us and tell us why. Everybody has
Right.
their
Make it
own,
make sense. Yes, please.
everybody got their own way of thinking and saying and doing things, and it's fine.
Yeah,
Janice and I agreed and disagreed on this topic.
for
Um,
sure.
so her way of thinking and my way of thinking are different, but we, agree to disagree, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Mr. R. Kelly? Not only that, do you think his music should continue to be played, period, at all, on all radio stations, on all internet
Any
stations,
any
any
streaming,
genre, any genre?
any platform where he can be getting paid.
Do you think his music shall continue to be played? Me personally, I love some of his music. He was a phenomenal writer. He made some of the best songs. Some of his music, if you go back and listen to it, it told the story about things that was happening at the time that was happening. And nobody really paid any attention to it. Why? Because it was R. Kelly and he was making.
I did.
Um, it's like me and my brother Jabron was talking last night. There's one album that he made, The Love Letter. That thing is off the charts. That's a bad album. I don't care what nobody say. I like it. I will listen to it again. But should his music be played? Because he wrote and produced for a lot of people. So the royalties from his music and for what he did with people and help people, he's still gonna get paid. So do you think he should benefit from any of that? Do you think his music should still be played? And do you think he should benefit from that? Because he's already gonna have to pay folks millions of dollars for what he did to him. Tell me what you think.
So for me, it's a no. Carolyn says yes because he's going to need money on his books.
He's gonna need more than money.
Hey, he for sure. You hear me? I say absolutely not. I say on every platform it should all stop. And the reason why, yes, he is very creative. Yes, he wrote. There is some music that he wrote wrote for people, produced all those things. Very talented individual. The word says what gifts come without repentance, right? Just like we know that Satan was the usher of music, right? He ushered in the presence of God. I say cut everything because the problem has been, in my opinion, that the more people that support this, that's listening to it, the more people that was feeding the monster. And I understand now that he's in prison, he's in jail, but still, he should not still be making money after the things that he's done. With exploiting girls, having sex with young girls. We all kind of know some of the ins and outs. I'm sure some of you guys may have followed the case, but I say no. I got daughters, and I seen the tape with my own eyes, and it was horrible.
See, I don't watch that kind of. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see. I don't know why anybody would want to watch a pornographic movie, or whatever with a professional person in it. It's one thing to watch something with you and your mate and y'all trying to, get it on because somebody trying to get all hot and bothered by watching pornography. But to sit down and watch a video to say, oh, that was R. Kelly in it and he was doing this, that, and the other to the woman or the girl or whatever, you got to watch it. You got to watch it. I've never seen it. Never wanted to see it. And I still don't want to see it. So my question is, if he wrote music and produced music for people like Mr. Big, and then like Aaliyah's music, he helped write that music. Should that music not be played? I mean,
there's a lot of artists that he wrote for, and there's a lot of artists that have pulled those songs from social media, some of the streaming services, etc. Lady Gaga is one of like many. Celine Dion.
I don't listen to their music anyway. I don't listen to them. I don't even know what songs he wrote for them. I don't even know. I can't even tell you.
That's just a few.
I don't listen to them. They're one. Right. There's two people of few that's probably going to pull his songs or not play them, but they're not going to stop somebody else from getting those songs. You're not going to stop somebody else because they already got those songs. You're not going to stop people from playing those songs. I mean, how in the world is that going to happen? Now, you don't have to play it. I don't have to play it, and everybody, but that is not going to stop all these other, because there are some people that are still supporting R. Kelly
For sure.
to the T. I mean, at the end of the day, they are still supporting him hands down. So, should his music, I mean, like, are you saying all of his music for everybody that he wrote music for should just be swiped off the face of the earth and never played again? That's what you're saying.
Anything that he has something to do with, yeah, I feel like he shouldn't get any more. Um, he shouldn't be able to make any more money off of anything that he wrote or produced or anything, and because he abused his talent, he abused his gift for the wrong thing. So to continue to listen to it, to continue to stream it, to continue to make him money, knowing what has happened, is ridiculous to me.
Okay, we're going to have Jessica Price has something that she wants to say about R.
Yeah,
Kelly.
hey,
And
welcome, Jessica.
thanks for tuning in, Jessica.
Yeah.
And Jessica says, yes, she believes his music should still be played. His music is his talent, has nothing to do with the fact about his character or the man that he is the man. Okay, he got charged, but what about the team that was working with him? I agree with that. Managers,
Yeah.
etc., cousins, sisters, brothers, everybody. The parents who allowed their daughters to go to his house or his studios. So where are the white men that got charges but not go to court yet? And they've done much worse.
Yes, Jessica. Yes, you done
Hugh
said a
Hefner
mouthful.
is one of them. Hugh Hefner
Yeah.
and Kelly Prather says she love R. Kelly music. Kelly, so do I. I believe he made a lot of mistakes, but don't we all? Yes, his music should continue to be played. Other cultures do not punish their own the way we do. Girl, you said a mouthful right there. Black folks are the worst critics on black folks. And again, he made mistakes, but he's entitled to his royalties. Why? Because those are his royalties. Those are his royalties. It's too much to type
Just
and
need
too
to
much to
speak.
speak. Well, give me it. Well, call me, Carolyn. I'll let you speak. And
Yeah.
then Jabron says, if that's the case, we should not listen to anyone's music who has committed crazy acts against women. That is so true because there's a whole lot of them. Carolyn said their
Wow.
mom sent them girls hoping to become famous. Yes, they did.
Yeah,
And once
it's
they found
sad.
out, what did they do? They didn't stop it. They kept
No,
allowing.
no, and that's sickening too. And I agree with the person who chimed
Yes,
in and said that yes, that was ridiculous. That all these people, this team that he built up, these grown adults who knew right from wrong. I have a real big problem with that. These adults that knew what was right and what was wrong.
and you're
Get
right, brother.
getting slid a check made more, made more to them that they prostituted their kid. Getting slid a check meant more to them to I'm gonna look the other way. It was one guy who said that when he found out he just quit. But okay, you quit, but you didn't say anything. You didn't expose it. It could have been stopped a long time ago.
It could
And
have been, but they didn't.
exactly, they didn't. They said
And
nothing. So yes, I feel like they deserve time as well because you allowed it to continue to happen to more people.
I agree with that, but I'm going with like brother said. Brother said Mystical raped somebody, and Chris Brown beat Rihanna and just snatched a wig or something off of somebody else's head. And guess what? You're still playing his music, still listening to his music, and he's still going and doing what he do. Both of them, Mystical and Chris Brown. And they haven't been brought up on charges to do, ain't nothing happened to them, and we still listening and dancing to their music. We are not, and I'm not condoning what R. Kelly did. I'm not by any means, but once again, his music didn't commit the crime. That is correct, Carolyn. And then this is what Kelly said. Kelly said the enablers are definitely guilty as he is.
Man, it's
Yes,
it's insane.
so I'm not agreeing with anything because he was wrong for what he did. But why should we not listen to his music? Nobody, I'm sorry, sis, you can't even tell me. and get it through my head why we shouldn't continue to listen to his music or play his music. I could care less about the royalties because I already got the music downloaded. You know, I already got
when you're listening to his music, and not all of it, but a lot of it, who is he writing about? Who he talking about? Which girl he whose child is he talking about?
They call Quincy Jones the booty bandit of little boys, and you still listening to The Secret Garden every chance we get. They playing it at the wedding. So, you know, it's a lot of things, because I don't think anybody can tell me why we should not be listening to his music. I'm not purchasing it because I already got it.
I definitely won't be.
I mean, I already got it. When you're with your husband, you gonna listen to it, because if he playing it in the place,
he already know I feel strongly about it.
Kelly say no, not Quincy.
I'm a daughter and I got daughters.
Hey, I got a daughter too, Jabron. At my party, you gonna play me some R. Kelly. Okay? Now, you play what the people want you to play when you pay for it. Thank you very much. I still wrong Kelly. No.
Hey, to each his own. To each his own. It's not for me.
I mean, but I love his music. I think his music he wrote some great lyrics for different people other than himself. And the fact of the matter is, the music that he wrote and produced for somebody else, he did that for them. I'm not gonna stop listening to Mr. Big. He reformed Mr. Big. He reformed Ron.
He sure did. He did.
Listen, Jessica said, I hear you, Jessica, because everybody know that 12 play. Thank you. Everybody
about a child. Yeah.
And but the question is, how do we know it? I wasn't thinking of a child when I was playing it.
We know you wasn't. I hope not.
I wasn't thinking about a child, because you're telling me some, trapped in the closet. Who was that talking about? I mean, it's a lot of his music. I mean, I will, me personally, I'm going to keep listening to it. If it comes on, if they don't play it, they don't play it. But the royalties are not all going to him. They're not all going to him. Some of them are. Yes, brother. Brother said R. Kelly is sick for what he did. Yes, he is. And for sure. But gifts come without repentance. God gave him a gift. Thank him of how many weddings. Yes, honey. Weddings and funerals and everything else that he blessed people. I mean, it's just like the Space Jam. Didn't he do Space Jam song?
Yeah.
And then who was he talking about when he said, I believe I can fly? Who was he talking about? I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Okay, go ahead on. I'm going to spread my wings and fly right on the way. Now, who was he talking about? Somebody, give me some more lyrics out there, people, that you all like about R. Kelly. Now, we're not condoning what he did, because that was absolutely wrong. And because you're right, brother. When a woman loves, that's another one of my songs. When a woman's fed up. I mean, come on, there's a whole lot of songs. There's a lot of songs that he made. And I don't think in particularly he was talking about little girls at the time. I think it's something else that was going on with him.
I mean, it's just sad because, hurt people. And I mean, we've known that for what, eons of years, that he was abused sexually as a child. And so it just continued. And people buying the music, listening to the music, supporting him as an artist, allowed or built this comfort for him that he could I'm gonna just slide you this, I'm gonna slide you that because of who I am and what I've done, and you like my music, I'm getting all this money, so now I'm getting access to be able to do things, to pay people off, to, you know what I mean, get this girl, grab that girl, so it's really sad.
Hey Vet, thanks for tuning in. He was a bad boy when it came to that music. And then brother put a song on there like the slow dance Hey, Mr. DJ, you know how many people have grabbed their husbands, mates, partners, or whatever, and went out on that dance floor to that particular song because you know you've been dropping it like it's hot, dropping it like it's hot, and then all of a sudden you play, hey, Mr. DJ, and then you be like, come on, let's go dance. I mean, it's the human nature in us to enjoy good music. The unfortunate piece, his music came at the hands of sexually abusing young girls. Now he did like older women because his wife was older. Okay, it's just she was, but he had a thing for teenage girls, 15 to 17, 18-year-old teenage girls.
It's really sad because you think about his own children. You know, you would think like a perpetrator or a pedophile, but once you're so arrogant, you're so sick, you're so gone, it's like whatever. But even him having children of his own daughters, you know, you think you would stop. Like, okay, I got a daughter now. Let me think about, you know, all the things that I did may come back on me. Like there was just no thought of that, and there was just the availability. You know.
Yeah.
Those that participated, it was like, hey, you go up my salary, then I get you a couple, you know what I mean? I get you, you got to do something for me, I do something for you. And it's sad that we're in that type of time.
I mean, and brother can keep going on and on and on with these songs that we've all enjoyed and we all have listened to. So are you going to stop listening to R. Kelly's music? And I'm going to tell you, see, that's right, Sadie. I'm going to tell you, at my party, I got 3 days of an event. I can guarantee you the aura will be played.
Bring your umbrellas because
at my party.
And you ain't nobody flying everywhere. Listen, hey, pee may be everywhere, okay? When the song come on, grab your umbrella, you might get peed on.
See, he said dedicated to his favorite girl. He dedicating it to you. He talking about his lovely wife. He dedicating all of his R. Kelly music to his lovely wife. Go, brother. That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, it's like, if I'm having a backyard party and I'm having a backyard party, do you not know that that song Backyard Party will be played at my party? Because it's a backyard party. It's a backyard
party for the golden shower.
Listen, let me tell you something. Number one hit. What's that song called? Number One or something? You're my number one. Hey, listen, I can go on and on with the R. Kelly.
What does our viewers think? What do you guys think? You know, we had a few people chime in, but it's Wind Down Wednesday, Tuck Radio. We thank you guys for tuning in. We got global viewers, global listeners. Talk to us. What are you guys' opinion on R. Kelly? Listen to it, don't listen to it, play it, don't play it, buy it, don't buy it.
Hey, Robert, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. You're talking about R. Kelly. Will you stop listening to R. Kelly music? If so, why? Because I'm going to continue to listen to it. Sister ain't going to continue to listen to it. The man was a bad boy. We putting you in the corner, diva. Hey, I'm sorry. She's talking about with the umbrella. Listen, let me tell you something. You know, he was nasty. He was nasty.
Yeah.
But golden showers every once in a while, it depends on who you with, ain't bad. Golden showers ain't bad, okay? It depends on who you with. Depends on who you with. A golden shower ain't bad.
That's the way I said. I know that's right. Yes, exactly.
Be careful. Hey, Vet, what's going on? At the wedding, I said no R. Kelly.
There you go.
But you know,
she knew that everybody came to have a good time. They ain't had their umbrellas. They didn't want to be peed on. So I got you.
Hey, my thing is this. Everybody got a little freakiness in them. The unfortunate piece, he had a little bit too much. He was overbearing. He had a lot of freakiness. So we're not going to sit here and act like we're older.
There's freakiness. Then there's perversion.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm that little church girl. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Although I do love the Lord.
And we stay covered up for Jesus.
We all got a little freakiness in us.
I'm going in the corner. Why I got to go in the corner?
Hey, we putting you in the corner. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. She going to bring the umbrella to the party.
She giving me a timeout. You put me in the corner.
At my party, it ain't gonna be at the R. Kelly house. It's at my party, so there'll be no umbrellas needed.
Lord have mercy.
It's like this, like the song said, I want to freak in the morning, freak in the hey. So guess what? Who are they talking about? Who are they talking about?
Hopefully not somebody's child.
Who are they talking about? She said the pissy umbrella timeout. Yeah, that's right. Tell her, because she is over the top. But once again, we all have. The man was illiterate, so they say, which doesn't
Correct.
mean anything. He might have been. That's a possibility. He could have been. We'll never know that either. But the question is, if he was, that still didn't give him the right to do what he did to the little girl.
No, his talent doesn't excuse his behavior. It makes it more deplorable, if anything.
Of course it
Because
is.
he used his talent and he used who he was to take advantage of children, and that's wrong.
He used his name and what he could do for a lot of people, not just the girls. And think about it. Let's just go beyond. Now, y'all help me out here. Let's go beyond. Let's not just think about the young women that were abused. What about the people that worked with him? They were abused in a different way too.
They had to have been to allow it. I agree.
They weren't abused sexually, but they were abused in another way. Somehow, some way, shape, form, or fashion, they were too abused. He used them to get what he wanted. He used them in an abusive way, I'm sure.
Correct.
To get what he wanted. The unfortunate piece, if you didn't do what he wanted you to do, he fired you. He got rid of you, or he made threats. So you sat there and you watched abuse, but yet still you were being abused as a manager.
Exactly. Or you partake in it. You partook in it because if you had any inkling of what was going on and you did nothing about it, not just quit or leave or be fired, you didn't speak up for the people that this could have been prevented from happening. So the more the streams came in, the more music he wrote, the more money he got, the more powerful the more ugly the monster became.
The bigger he got, the worse he became. When the lady that they paid the money for to make, the lady or the man that they paid the money for to make the fake ID for Aaliyah.
Yep.
Where are
$300. $300.
Where are they? Where is that person? Because that was almost pretty much the start of his his, I don't know,
publicly
issue that he had. But let's even go with who was that so what you guys think about this? Let me ask you this question. If you're a sexual addict, if you're addicted to sex,
an info.
So what does that mean? You're addicted to sex. At what point in time do you care where the sex come from? So do you think that he was a nympho? He was addicted to sex? Because he sexed older and younger women. It wasn't just young girls. The fact of the matter is the young girls is what got him caught up. He got caught up in the young girls. Why? Because he could control them and couldn't really control an older female. So my question is, once again, do you feel like he had an addicted to sex? He was a nympho or whatever, because he had sex with young women and older women. What up, Doreen? Thanks for tuning in. She said the sad thing is the ones who knew never tried to correct the behavior.
They're complacent. Exactly. Because it's all about money. It's all about what you can do for me.
But let's go
this way. I'll give you 100 mil. You know what I mean? Like, do this, do that. I'll increase your pay. Like, at some point in time, we have to be able to walk away from things that we know is wrong, regardless of the pay.
So all of those people that brother listed, we're gonna stop listening to their music because his name is on it or he helped them write it. I'll be darned. Y'all telling a lie, because I can guarantee you got it in your genres of music, and when it pop on, you ain't gonna even tell my skip. You're not gonna tell Alexa to skip. You're not gonna tell anything to, you're not gonna tell Google to skip. Yes,
you're right, Dad.
It was all about power with him.
Control.
Says he was a predator, period. When it came to women, I think he was a predator when it came to women, period. I don't think it was just young women. I think it was all women that he was a predator, because if it didn't go his way, things happen. You know,
Correct. And no one will be upset if it was all women. You know what I mean? Because that means that they made a conscious decision to say, hey, this is what I want to continue to do. But for children, it's a totally different ball game.
R. Kelly,
Robert
Bill Cosby
Robert
show.
yeah, Robert said R. Kelly and Bill Cosby will still be listened to and watched by all because they will still be played on the TV, the radio, just like Michael Jackson, priests in the church, etc. What do you all think? They will apologize and be forgiven or forgiven? Who knows?
I mean, but the forgiveness step, they got to ask for forgiveness, and it ain't necessarily from me or us.
Yeah,
They got to
it's
ask God for forgiveness. So should they be forgiven? God forgives everybody. But I'm gonna go back to what you said, Robert. Michael Jackson did the same thing. Little boys, and y'all still hee. You still doing his music. You still listening to the Michael Jackson music too. The only thing is, Michael Jackson died before he can be prosecuted. Let's just keep it 100. He did.
Where the proof?
He died before he could be prosecuted. I'm just saying.
Where the proof?
Hey, it wasn't able to come out. But y'all know. Come on, don't put the wool and keep them over your eyes.
Where the proof?
Don't act like Michael wasn't a predator himself because he was a predator on little boys.
Where the proof?
They spoke out. He just died before they could find him guilty. Just keep it 100. The difference is boys and girls. There should be no difference.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
And you're right, Bet. No, we don't know, and we would never know because the man is dead. He didn't get a chance to just finish out the trial. But y'all know Michael Jackson preyed on little boys like R. Kelly preyed on little girls.
Where the proof? That's all I'm gonna say. Where the proof?
Just because it went to court, and you better say it, Kellen. See, that's what I be talking about. Money pays it away. Michael was smarter than R. Kelly. R. Kelly ain't that smart. R. Kelly wasn't that smart. Michael paid.
Clearly, it doesn't pay it away because here we are.
Michael paid enough to keep his stuff quiet and to keep his people in the closet. So my thing is, what's going on, Nidra Simone? Let me know if you got my text message. I sent you a text. Nidra said, can we really separate the artist from the person? False. Really, we still sing in churches and listen to BB Winans. We still watch Soul Train. He beat his wives. We don't know. She just saying. I agree. There's a whole lot of things that we keep. There's a whole lot of things that we as individuals continue to do, knowing that somebody did something they shouldn't have.
Yes, and it's not hating a person, it's just hating the sin.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm one of those that will continue to listen to the man's music because thanks, Bet. Bet said it was a good point. But you can't separate the two, but it's pretty much all the same, and we continue to listen to it. You know, it was on Michael Jackson's estates. He paid that. You're correct. You're absolutely right. So my thing is, I'm gonna keep listening to me some Michael Jackson. Now I don't watch the Bill Cosby show no more because that's old to me. I don't watch that no more. That's played out. That's played out. I done grew up over that. But it's like how many he ain't even committed nothing to be. He just crazy. Kanye West. If y'all don't know nothing about gospel music or whatever, the boy makes some bad gospel song. But he's crazy and cuckoo as Coco. You know, he's cuckoo for Coco. But we still listen to his music. You know, he is crazier than crazy. Music is music. The music was produced by R. Kelly during, before, after, or whatever. Should we still not listen to the music that we love to listen to just because he made it? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. That's what I want to know. How many people? That's what I'm talking about, Jabron. How many people? Thank you, Nidra. She says music should be music. And how it reaches your soul is how it reaches your soul. Now, I don't listen to punk rock because I'm not trying to bang my head up against the wall, because there's some music that can cause you to do some things that you shouldn't do. Y'all can't tell me that if you had a little sip of wine, like if you
You know,
had one,
music is powerful, and
if
so
you had too many, if you
and
had too many, and if your
what is,
baby daddy, your
what's the
partner,
intent behind
your
it?
lover threw on some R. Kelly, you ain't gonna be thinking about R. Kelly at the time. You gonna be thinking about what you and your boo about to do.
You already know.
So what you gonna say? Stop playing R. Kelly. You gonna come out of that hot and bothered moment because R. Kelly is being played? I don't think so.
It's not
I
gonna be
don't think
played.
so. That ain't gonna happen. How many songs? That song Old Town Road. Lil Nas is a fruitcake too.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
that's another thing. And that's what I'm saying. That's sick. But we're in a time now where everything's supposed to be okay. Like, just go with it because everybody says that's what you're supposed to do. Like, no, that's not okay. His behavior is crazy and strange. Like I said, you hate the sin, not the person.
So are
But to
you listening to
participate
Lil
or
Nas
partake
music?
in it, no,
Are you
absolutely
listening
not.
to Lil Nas music?
No, absolutely not.
So you quit listening to his music too?
When was I ever listening to his music? That is
Whenever
not.
your baby daddy play it?
Yeah,
When you sitting at one of his functions and he playing it, what you do? Get up and walk out the room and wait till the song go off and come back?
if that's what I feel I need to do.
Well,
I
you
don't
gonna be
like
doing
that.
a lot of walking at my party. You're gonna be doing a lot of walking them 3 days.
Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready. This how
Because
I
we
say,
gonna
you
play
know what
some
I'm saying? Lemon,
brother.
shrimp, and sweet. It's all
We
good.
playing some
So
aura.
it's on.
We playing some aura. We gonna be stepping in the name of love because that's what it's all about with my
It's
friends.
your
All about
party.
love.
It's your day. It's about you, boo. So do you, and I'm
My
gonna do me.
brother say he playing the aura right now. That's what I'm talking about. Turn it up
Yeah,
loud.
well,
Turn it up loud. And I'm
we're gonna
going
have
back.
to we're gonna have to keep agreeing to disagree because I ain't budging.
I'm going back to what my sister said. Music should be music. We get caught up in too much stuff. Music can help you through some stuff.
I agree. Exactly. I said that. What is the intent behind it? Exactly. I agree with
It can
you
make you
on
feel
that one.
1,000 times better. The sin is not the person. I don't care what you do in their houses. I think we all can be guilty. We all are guilty of something, and judging is what
Sure.
we should do because that's all left on God. The talent can't be taken from mental artists. They were blessed with that talent. When is the party? I'm coming. Hey, hit me up in the inbox. See what I'm saying? Just tell myself. Step in the name of
Come
love.
on in,
Hey,
Jessica.
move in the name of love. Hey, I hit me up in the inbox. I'm gonna hit you back. We gonna be stepping in the name of
Jessica,
love.
bring your umbrella.
Hey, said I know there is somebody's birthday
Cause she already said she ain't got no problem with a little golden
somewhere,
shower, so you
and I
never
know.
know.
Hey, I'm just saying. It's something going on. You can't tell me. I was just at a party this past weekend, and it was another birthday party, and they played that R. Kelly. I love that song. It ain't even my birthday, and I love the song. It don't even have to be a birthday, and you can sing that song. I mean, he can play that song. That's just a song that I love. That's one of my favorite songs by R. Kelly. It's somebody's birthday going on somewhere, and she the only one sound like she need an umbrella.
There you go.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay, vet friend. You don't have to step. As long as you in the building, I'm happy. We doing what we do. Okay, we doing what we do.
If that you feel me.
We keeping it. You know me. I likes to keep it real. I likes to keep it 100. We
For
doing
sure.
what we do. Breaking it down like we always do. Dropping it like it's real hot, and we still stepping in the name of love. We gonna step all around them too, Jabron, while they playing. Step around, dip it, yep, separate, bring it back. It's all about the love slide. You best to recognize. Yes, that is. I know that's a great song, girl. That's why we gonna play it. Shoot, you ain't got to be nobody's birthday. Play the song. That's all I'm saying. You know how we do it? We keeps it 100. We
For
work it
sure.
like that. But why his music should not be played is still baffling to me. I just say to each his own. Play the man music, because when I get off of here, I'm gonna play his music. I'm gonna play that song. I'm telling you, Love Letter album is off the charts. If you don't have it, you ain't never listened to it. His Love Letter album was off the charts. Kelly Prater said, "Hi, ladies. If you
Hey,
please reach out to Ken Parker." I know, girl. I know. I saw that. Congratulations to Ken Parker because he has been nominated to be the United States Attorney General or attorney for, and he's already, I think, the assistant Ohio Attorney General right now for Ohio. But he is that's my man. Yeah, girl. I love
so
myself some Ken.
yeah.
He is a really good person. He's a very great individual. I worked with him for years when I was in District 2 in the neighborhood unit. The man is phenomenal. He'll do a wonderful job for the United States of America. So he got Mr. Ken Parker got my support
Yes,
110%.
thank you for the info, Kelly.
Yes. See, brother, they don't understand that. R. Kelly is still getting hits, views. People are paying to get his music consistently on streams, different Spotify, and all them other things that they are still. I mean, you can probably go to YouTube, and I can guarantee you, it's just done. I mean, they're still listening to his music, and if he's averaging. Look at that number, y'all. 6 million streams a week. You tell me how much money that is. You tell me how much money that is. No, Ken Parker would not be getting R. Kelly out.
And that money he making, is it going to his kids? It's going to all these the charges he done racked up. It's going to victims. Like, where's the money going to? Because yeah.
We don't know where the money went, but put it this way: we know some of that money is going to go to the women that accused him of sexually assaulting them, keeping them locked up. Now, let's not get it twisted. Some of them women aren't going to make him pay because they still
Of
love
course not, because they were willing for the grown adults. They were willing participants.
But see, to think that you're going to be a millionaire ain't going to happen. You might get $1 million, but some of that money going to your lawyer. And I can see that, I can't see them getting more than $1 million a piece. I can't see that. First of all, we don't even know how much money the man got. That's the first thing. If he got money, I'm sure he does, and he's consistently making money now that he's caught up and locked up and ain't getting out. So where's the money going?
He's basically been banned from a lot of places because he tried to go over, I guess, in Europe to do a concert real quick, and they shut that down.
That was before, but he ain't doing that now. So my thing is that I'm gonna keep listening to his music, but I don't have to purchase it because I already have it. I'm not going to.
So then that's another question. Are those who don't have it, will you be purchasing it? And then if there's something, if somehow, some way he miraculously drops something new, will you be purchasing it?
No, he ain't gonna drop nothing new. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. And you're right, brother. They're treating him as though he's a crime boss or some kind of drug lord. They treated Bill Cosby that the same way too. But they didn't treat Hugh Hefner that way, who also had sex with young women.
Yeah, that's another one.
Who also had a mansion with full of young girls, teenage girls that were in there, dressed in a provocative way, with bunny ears on, talking about this is Playboy mansion.
Being prostituted by their parents.
Mansion.
Yep.
And
being prostituted. Yep.
So, I mean, the struggle is still here. It's still out there. R. Kelly ain't the last. That's right. Racketeer. Yeah, they're all of that. Everything that is crazy, somebody need to put money. Yeah, Carol said that too.
Doreen.
For the money.
Hey, God don't like ugly. Hey, you're right. He don't have the complexion for protection. But you
Yep.
know when it catch up to you, it catch up to you. Because I
He does
mean,
not
to,
have that
to it,
complexion.
when he first got tried and this first stuff came out and he didn't, he got acquitted or whatever. You know that built him up even more, made him feel more powerful, which made him get more arrogant, which made him get more sloppy, more careless,
And
more
the thing
greedy.
about it, he had an opportunity to make money. He's been accused of this more than once, back in the day. He's been accused several times, several times, but it never just came to this point. And they are treating him this way, I feel too, because he is black. That's the unfortunate piece. And the thing about it is, we as black people, we will harm our own before we support our own, which is unfortunate, which is bad. And I'm not saying support him financially. Pray for the man because obviously he's going to need prayer because he's locked up in there and unable to do things. But I do feel like he will find a way to write music for people because he still have connections and people are still going to want him to write music for them. Trust me, I don't care. They still are gonna have him. They still gonna reach out to him and want him to write music for them because he is a bad boy. Unless he just goes totally insane while he's in there,
Or try to commit suicide.
and that may be a problem. Um, Listen,
And you know what?
see, some people don't even need to be
I
joking about that
I
because
cannot. I cannot.
But this, let me say this, and I don't mean to be malicious or mean or sound like I'm racist, but I look at it a lot. It's like you look at the majority of the women that R. Kelly, how many were black? Were all of them black? Were the
Yep, and there was a
majority
few
of them
boys
black?
as well. There were a few males as well.
Well, obviously the men don't count because they didn't even come up. All they talking about is the young women that he had sex with. I'm like,
Just
so
just a grooming, just grooming folk. It was accessible.
hey, it was there that he had the money, he had the status. His name was Robert Kelly. So he was allowed to do a lot of things because his team around him allowed him and helped him do that, helped him get away with a lot of that stuff. Um, the unfortunate piece is that I don't know what he was doing in his current state, in his current time that he was out before all of this took place. What year was it when he had sex with the last teenage girl?
Right.
Did he finally realize that I should not be doing this? This should not be happening because I'm gonna get caught up. When did he
And
finally
that's what and
realize
that's
that
and
he
that's
should?
what I would have and that's the angle I was coming from. That's the perspective I was thinking in. Even with him having a daughter, daughters, like it's just it okay, I got a daughter, so what? I'm just gonna keep this, machine running. It's going, I'm gonna keep it going.
So my question too is why did his wife divorce him?
Right. She was a victim as well.
But a victim. She was a victim. She was
Yeah.
of age though when they met. She was of age when they met.
Correct.
She was not a teenager or underage. She was of age. But why did she divorce him? Did she divorce him because he was a womanizer? He was sleeping with too many women? Did she
Probably,
divorce him because she
probably
found out
all of the above, because she was
she
a
found
victim as
out about the
well.
teenage girls? Why did she leave him? Because she could have stayed. She could have
Well,
stayed.
he was
The
controlling
notoriety.
her. He was locking her down and controlling her as well.
She was of age. She was of age. How many men lock down their women and try to control them now? And they are of age. It's just the fact he manipulated
Yep.
the whole situation, his position, his power. He manipulated it all to get young women who wanted. Now let me say this. Now a lot of them young girls thought they was gonna be dancers on his stage.
Yep.
Thought they was gonna be singers, background singers.
Yep.
Thought he was gonna make them an album, or they could be partners with him in a duet on one of his albums. It
Yep.
was something they were looking for other than ding-a-ling. I'm saying there was
So they
something
thought. So they
girls
thought
were
until they were manipulated, and controlled. And even those that were of age, even though that were grown, they didn't walk away.
no, they
I mean,
didn't.
I remember an interview with one of the girls. Her parents like went to the place to get her, and she just was like scared to come out. And I'm like, you grown as I don't know what. What in the world? It's crazy.
Right.
Like to be brainwashed, basically.
And you're right, brother. He's a perfect example of why Black folks go through trauma and they don't get help
Yep.
at a young age.
Disturbing.
Even when you become famous, you still need some help.
Help.
And we as
Yep.
Black people don't want to reach out when we
Nope.
have help, when there's trauma. We got some issues. I don't care what kind of issues they are.
Yep.
We don't want to reach out for help. And he was one because I believe that he grew up in an abusive household,
For sure.
an abusive background. I don't know what it was. It could have been alcohol, sexual abuse. I mean, he probably was sexual.
It was the whole nine, but it's disappointing and it's sad because all of the people that were around him that were adults, they were in their right mind, that know, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't cool, this ain't right. Never stood up and said, hey, you need some help, you need some counseling, you need some therapy, you know what I mean? And like following through with sharing that information with the right people and making sure you're getting the right hands so that this could stop. This behavior could stop.
Right. Nobody tried to help him.
Everybody had their hand out.
They helped him, but they just helped him in the wrong way.
They helped themselves. That's what that was.
They helped him,
and it's sad.
They helped him in the wrong way. He became successful at somebody else's hands, not just his, but he became successful with the help of others because he didn't.
It's baffling. The
There's
parents.
no way he could have done this by himself. Ain't no way he could have done this.
No, not at all. And the parents, it's baffling to me. How is it that you're that naive to just let your daughter just go with this man? I don't care who he is, and just be around in that type of environment, and you're not there as her leader, as her guide,
and not do nothing,
and do nothing, and know what's happening. You're being paid off. You're allowing it's sex slavery. Basically, you're allowing your kid to be prostituted out for a price. That's what this was.
And some parents did that. Some parents took money.
Yep.
From him because he gave it to them. They took it from him to see their daughter. They took money, so they are just as much guilty as he is. But the only difference is they're not going to jail. They're not being locked up. Their face is not being plastered all over national news, even the local news. That's not happening with them. You'll never know who the majority of these girls' parents were because they would never be brought up on any kind of charges. None.
So since he's in prison, if he dropped another album, would you buy it? Would you contribute to that?
I would listen to it to see what I like first. Because you get a little snippet. You get a little snippet of all kind of music. So I would listen to it to see if I like it. Now, like Lil Nas, I don't listen to his music. I just like that one horse song he made with the white man. That's the only song I like. Yes, everybody played a part, especially those parents, until they lost the control.
Yeah,
because he definitely had control over all of them.
That's for sure.
They took the money because he
exactly the root of all evil, that dollar.
Yep, he paid them. They knew what he was doing. They paid him.
For the right price. For the right price.
Yep.
They allowed their child to be prostituted.
Yep. That's the unfortunate piece with us as Black people. For the love of money is the root of all evil. For those that have not had much, you get them $50,000. Yeah, you can see my 15-year-old.
Exactly.
You can see my 15-year-old. I got $50,000 cash. I ain't got to tell nobody I got it. For $50,000, you let your child go with a predator.
That's crazy because, Lord, your moral compass, your character, like all out the window.
Gone.
For that cash.
For the money.
And now, what help are these children receiving? what type of counseling, therapy session? Because now we've created, because this has been happening in different genres, different generations. Now we've created more people to hurt more people.
Yep.
Nidra said, if it's fire, I buy it.
Hey, tell the truth, shame the devil. He said it'd be great if you got some real help. It'd be awesome
Yes,
if he
it
got
would. Yes, it was a testimony.
but the whole thing about it is his music, it's therapeutic to some, but then hurtful to others. And I get that. But the whole thing about it is he gonna write some songs in there. We know it. He might even make a movie in there. And he can't write a book because they say he don't know how. But he gonna be audio recording a lot of things. Somebody in there, he gonna pay some people, so he gonna have some money to pay something to do something that he wants. So that's the whole thing. I mean, I'm only thing that we can do is pray for the man.
I just can't see supporting the talent that a person is, abusing. They use it to abuse folks. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Well, I'm not buying it because I already have it, and I am. Yes, he is going to get a ghostwriter. You're absolutely right, Carolyn. He will have a ghostwriter. He gonna have one in there. He gonna have a prison guard.
You gonna need one.
He gonna have one in there. He's gonna have somebody in there in the federal prison because they're not putting him in the regular prison. They're not doing that. He's not gonna be in there. His house gonna look better than all ours together. It's he'll have plushed whatever. Trust me, he's gonna probably live in some sort of comfort. It ain't gonna be as bad as we think it is, but he'll be living in some comfort. Trust and believe. Now, if he survives, and like we said earlier, Sis said earlier, if he don't harm himself or try to harm himself, he might be out. He might be out. Like Bill Cosby.
How can R. Kelly survive R. Kelly at this point?
Therapy while he's in there. Help and admitting. The one thing people don't understand, you have to admit you're wrong.
Exactly. You have to see that you've done something wrong to even admit to begin with. That's a start.
You know until you first admit it, then you're not gonna be able to get help until you actually admit your wrongdoing.
Exactly.
Now, he's gonna appeal some of those charges. But the question is,
all of them. He done said he not guilty across the board.
Well, he's guilty. But now, okay, if you're 15 and you say you want to have sex with a 20-year-old, is that consensual?
A 15-year-old and a 27-year-old? No, it's not.
A 15 and a 20-year-old. That's a 5-year difference. If a 15-year-old girl says, okay, yes, I agreed to have sex. Yes, I said it was okay. I didn't say no. He didn't rape me or anything like that. I was just 15 when we had sex and he was 20. Is it consensual? Or 27? She's 15 and she said yeah to sex. How many of those girls agreed to have sex with R. Kelly? At the age of 15, 16, 17. Because 18, you're considered an adult. You're no longer a teenager. You're a teenager.
Or you're not considered a minor.
Correct. So from 15 to 17, consensual sex. That is correct, Carolyn. In some states, it's okay.
Yep. It's just like Elvis married underage. Nobody talks about that either.
I mean, that's the whole. But see, that's what part of his appeal process is going to come from. It's going to say they agreed. Now, did nobody agree to be held hostage and not being able to let go or go anywhere or
leave? And in Chicago, he got hit with the Mann Act. It's different. Each state is different as far as that could be considered sex trafficking.
Yep, and that's what I said. They all went. Yep. That's what I said. All of them wanted to have sex, no rape charges.
That's what we used to call them back in the day, hot tails or hot tail pass with girls.
Yep, they grew up
Yep.
marrying at the age of 14, 15. And it's, I mean,
Have families.
yep, and had kids, you know. So my thing is, once again, if it was consensual, his thing is he just have to, yeah, they had some fast
That's
tails.
right. Fast tail. You right. You know I said it.
When he appeals, his appeal is going, he's got to do some heavy, he got to have some heavy proof. Now, do I think all of his charges will be dropped? No. Will some of them be dropped? Yes. Those that he held in that basement or wasn't allowed to come out, or you know, he made sure that if he did concerts, they stood over there in a specific area until he got finished and left. When
Right.
they
Because
were being held.
a lot of the victims were you know, approached went to him or approached him. You know, they might try to flip it and say that, but because of the age and the statute of limitation in certain states, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
If a 13-year-old girl came over you, she infatuated with you, that didn't mean that you take advantage of her.
and it's going to be interesting, his appeal process and what they're appealing and what they're saying, and every state is different. Now that's only the what we saw is only one. Now he got to go through
That's
something
it.
in Chicago.
Yep.
So it's not over for him in,
Nope.
in in Chicago, in Illinois. So, but he has a lot of support over there in Illinois because there's a lot of people that still love him and love his music. So, and some people don't think he's done any wrong. But the unfortunate piece is we know he did at some point. We just don't know all of what he did. We just know he did some. We just don't know all of what it was.
We don't. And to know that it's happened at all is it's just it's really tragic. And the people
Right.
that stood behind it, I mean, we talking about from back in the 90s, you know, so this has been some decade, you know,
Yep.
there's been some generations that have been, you know what I mean, latched on into this thing.
Yep. Yep. So, with all that being said, good people, we thank you all for
Yes.
tuning in. But you know, I'm still gonna go listen to my matter of fact, I'm about to get my little 30-minute walk in. When I'm walking, I'm gonna be listening to me some Aura.
I ain't listening to the horror.
Love Letter. That Love Letter app. When a woman loves. Yeah, exactly. Y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. She. Okay. Check it out. But I'm about to put my exercise in. Y'all know it's that time of day. Thanks for tuning in. Just keep up with the R. Kelly situation. Let's see what happens and see where it goes, because they're going to sentence him sometime soon.
My positive quote.
Check him out.
We at that point. Is we are all human. We all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. As best as we try to do well, we mess up. Even unknowingly, knowingly and unknowingly. So do your best to just be honest and walk in truth in all things. And if you have not, if you have lied, or if you've done something that you should have not, go fix it. Don't continue to walk. Nothing happened. Don't do that. Walk in truth. Be truth as best as you can. That's my positive thought. My positive
amen. And let the church say amen.
Amen.
Now y'all know me, but this is my thing. You know, and we say it and we do it and we don't do it. But if you see something, say something. You know, my thing is, don't let me see you doing nothing. I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna say something to you, and I might put you on front. But that's how I am. That's just me.
That's accountability.
It's accountability. If you see something, say something. Don't let it continue to happen, because you just may be saving somebody's life. So if you see something, say something. It's okay. As long as you're doing it out of a whole lot of love, respect, it's all good. And y'all know me. Jessica, hit me up in the inbox. Inbox me. I'll let you know. It's going down. We love you. But y'all know me, at the end of the day, it's always better to give than it is to receive. And you all be blessed. We love you. See you next week.
Bye.